Hi, my name is Alejandro Carrera, coming to you from 460 Connecticut Boulevard, Gengris, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Today we are going to go over the 2022 Wagoneer Series 2 and some of the key differences between the Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer and some of the trim levels. The first thing you're going to see is the Wagoneer is actually emblazoned on the hood versus above the grille, okay? The hood is totally different. On a Grand Wagoneer, it's gonna poke out ahead of the grille, whereas this doesn't. Grand Wagoneer is also gonna use more bronze and copper tones throughout its stitching, throughout its emblems and logos, so on and so forth. The grille itself is devoid of the inlays that the Grand Wagoneer has. Headlights are gonna be different from Grand Wagoneer to the Wagoneer. So on a Grand Wagoneer, you're gonna get sequential headlights in your LEDs, whereas this one does not. You're gonna get the one LED headlight. It's still gonna be super bright because you have the headlights here, you have the fog lights here. So brightness, you're not giving that up. My personal favorite thing about the Wagoneer versus the Grand Wagoneer is standard, it's an 8-seater. So standard configuration for a Wagoneer is going to be having the bench in the middle, which is making an 8-seater across the board. The Grand Wagoneer standard configuration is a 7-seater, which is giving you the captain's chairs. Now again, one is available on the other and vice versa. It's just standard configuration. My personal belief is if you're in a third row vehicle, probably because you need to fit more people. So having that as a standard option, I think makes sense to the person who's going to be filling this up with people. You can still get the power retractable side steps on the Wagoneer, which I think is a cool feature. Me personally, I like the fixed side steps a little bit more, just for my everyday, day-to-day life. So today we're in the Series 2 Wagoneer. So on the Series 2 Wagoneer, you're gonna see you have wooden accents running through the vehicle, on the door panels, on the dashboard, here in the middle in this center console, which I think is, again, talking about continuity and on the outside with the black running throughout, get the same feeling in here. Everything is pushed away and horizontally displaced from you. So as a driver, as a passenger, make sure you have as much space as possible. As someone just looking in the vehicle, I just think, again, it all goes back to, does it look good? Is it functional? It checks off both boxes. When we get into like a Series 3 Wagoneer, you have the option to get the rear entertainment group. You have TVs behind your seats. And again, that's something where the passenger can actually control from this passenger screen. So if you have a movie in for the kids, something of that nature, on this passenger screen here, which I'll turn on again, you're able to control HDMI, video, even simple things just like audio, climate, again, going back to making sure everyone who's in this can use it properly. My personal favorite thing is everything you have on the screen, you have a button for. So if I'm driving, if I'm managing the vehicle, I try to keep my eyes on the road, like we all should. Having the buttons allows me to drive and still adjust my climate controls, still adjust my fans, still adjust my parking sensors here, so on and so forth. But I still have the big screen, so if I have a passenger, if I'm stopped, I can sift through this and say, okay, I want to look at media, I want to look at navigation, I want to look at my phone, vehicle, so on and so forth. So I still have that flexibility, which is really, really nice. Here in this vehicle, I have heated seat, heated steering wheel, remote start. I have ventilated seats up front, which means it gives me heated seats in the back. We all know what New England is like. It's either really hot or really cold. When it's under 40 degrees, my heated seats and steering wheel automatically turn on. When it's over 70 degrees, my ventilated seats automatically turn on. That's whether I remote start the vehicle, get in the car and start it, or whether I start it from my phone. Because this has navigation, you get connected services on your vehicle, which we here at the dealership will help you set up and make sure that you're well versed in it before you drive off in it. The Wagoneer is nice because you get that midpoint where you get the big third row SUV, right? You get the space, you get the size, you get the nice luxury features. And then once we get into the Grand Wagoneer, again, same size, same luxury features, they just take it that step above where we're getting the real wood accents inside, different stitching, different things like that. So I like now that our brand is giving something for everyone. This, believe it or not, actually comes standard with the 5.7 Hemi motor, whereas the Grand Wagoneer is going to give you a 6.4 Hemi motor. So once again, across every trim, every model, you still get the options. So maybe I don't need third row, I have the Grand Cherokee. Maybe I don't need the big third row, I have the Grand Cherokee L. Maybe I want everything, I have the Grand Wagoneer. But without the options, how do I know? And that's what I think they did a very good job with, as far as not only remodeling the Grand Cherokee as we know it, introducing the Grand Cherokee L, but also with the implementation of Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer. So this has been our walk around on the 2022 Wagoneer Series 2, a lot of twos. Again, if you have any questions, I'm here every day except Wednesday and Sunday, 460 Connecticut Boulevard, Gengris Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.